Hey folks, this is Scott and welcome to the Extravaganza Homestead. Well, I hope everyone had a very happy new year and enjoyed their holiday season. I took a break from YouTube for 2 or 3 weeks just to kind of relax and take the pressure off myself of making videos, and I took the time to spend it with family. And I had a great holiday. There was a lot of good food to eat, and the holiday peaked for me on New Year's Eve. And on New Year's Eve, we have this tradition that started about 3 or 4 years ago where we go over to Roger's house and we make homemade Chinese food for the evening. Let me give you a little bit of background. Roger and I have been cooking together for easily a dozen years, ever since our sons were in Boy Scouts together. We cooked for the men who came camping with us every month, and we made a lot of great food. During one trip, Roger got the idea to make Chinese food from scratch, and it was a very big hit. So years later, we're getting together for New Year's Eve, and Roger suggested that we have Chinese food. Except I didn't know that we would be the ones preparing it. After a few really fun hours of cooking and talking together, we were set on our current course. Only now, we cook a lot more dishes for a lot more people. The New Year's Eve festivities actually start the day before, on December 30th, with the preparation of all of the sauces, meats, and vegetables that will be going into the New Year's dishes. The prep session takes place in Roger's garage after some serious cleanup of engines, welders, sandblasters, and other tools and equipment. This year, Chuck, his son Sam, Steve, Roger, and I showed up for the prep session and got to work.
Hey,
Hey,
get to work.
let's get to work. You know, Steve, that's what we say in our videos.
Yep.
Get to work.
Yep. I've seen them.
Roger handed out recipe assignments to everyone and provided some guidance on how the dish should be prepped. The food is prepared with all fresh ingredients, including some from the Extravaganza Homestead gardens, as well as ingredients that are particular to Chinese cooking, which were obtained from a local Chinese grocery store. After preparing the various sauces for all of the dishes, we began to work on cutting and portioning out the meat courses. This was a lot of fun as we could easily catch up with old friends who we hadn't seen in a while and tell jokes and stories. Chop up those onions over there.
No way.
That is hilarious.
So when I was ship braised mush.
What is it? Braised mush? Oh, that sounds awesome.
Down to no.
Since the garage was already so cold from the low temperatures, we packed up the prep dishes for the next day.
That's
Gonna
barbecue
know?
pork.
We didn't know?
Barbecue pork.
The next day it was New Year's Eve and time to gather with friends and family and get cooking. Hey folks, we're at Roger's house here for New Year's Eve, and I'm in the garage right next to the sandblaster where we did all the prep yesterday. And as you can see here, we've got tables full of food that we're gonna turn into Chinese food for the new year. I hope it goes well. We'll have meats being grilled outside, crab rangoon, spring rolls are over there, and it is as cold as a refrigerator in here right now. So all this stuff is in good shape. We've got everything organized according to different dishes as to what we're gonna make. And in the kitchen, everybody's been assigned a cooking role. And oh, look at these. Oh, I hope there are enough of those meat on a stick. And there's some chicken on a stick right there. So I'm looking forward to a great night of food. Now that people had begun to arrive at the party, cooking assignments were made. The dishes to be prepared were posted on the pantry and grouped by cooking station. I was paired with Eileen, and together we cooked the pepper steak outside. Each dish was assigned to two people who didn't know each other. In this way, the cooking also acted as a mixer, so that you would meet someone at the party that you may not have otherwise spoken to.
So outside we have a 6-foot grill from Peter's Farm. We have a deep fryer, a gas grill that we'll be doing some frying on, and some cast iron. And inside we have the grill in the kitchen, the oven, so they'll be cooking inside and outside for the next couple of hours. Bread and shrimp? What? Bread and shrimp?
It was like a community barn raising. Most helped to cook something, but everyone had a job to do. In order to make the occasion a little more festive, Roger had purchased a few over-the-top drink glasses so that Ann, our bartender, could make tropical drinks for the partygoers. Looking around at the partygoers, I realized what it takes to build a strong community. And it's surrounding yourself with people who bring you joy and support you in your sometimes crazy endeavors, but also wanting to reciprocate and bring joy to those same people. You can look at the partygoers and see the warmth and happiness on the faces of all, many of whom just met. I'm hoping that this more recent tradition will stick around for many years and continue to enrich our little community.
That's
Roger wore his chef's coat, but was also able to pick up a new hat for the occasion.
How's it looking there, Chef?
It's coming, boss. It's coming. Boss man.
Eventually, all of the dishes came together to form a marvelous buffet. The food was fragrant, colorful, varied, and looked absolutely delicious. When everything was finally ready, the line for the buffet formed, and we were off to the races. The food was so good that I didn't spend any time videoing the meal. Suffice it to say that everyone was overstuffed with homemade Chinese goodness.
Big line for food. Hey, happy people in line. Look at that. Oh, hey. Well, as you can see from the video, everybody had a great time New Year's Eve. Everybody worked together, there was a lot of camaraderie and just a lot of fun. And I enjoyed spending time with my family, with Roger's family, and a bunch of our friends and their family as well. So it was a good time had by all. One of the great things about eating over at Roger's is you never leave empty-handed. And so he and his wife Sherry made a nice plate for everyone, and everyone took off with Chinese food to eat for the next day. Now, I would prefer my New Year's Eve to end around 10 o'clock, but we stayed up late and we slept late the next day, and it was really enjoyable. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll think of some other things, and if you have any comments you want to leave, please do. Give me some ideas of things you want to see in 2025 on this channel. Otherwise, I'll just keep going the way I'm going, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Scott at the XFed Homestead. We'll see you next time.